Yo guys, what is up? It's Teacher's Game 2 coming at you again with another video here, and this terrifying creature that you can hear behind me, it will never be quiet. He never has the ability to be quiet for some reason, don't know why, is the Forest Titan. Now this guy is one of the most OP tames in the game. It's kind of, in my opinion, what really started to ruin some of the rating of Ark. You can see he's kind of just like a gargantuan death monster, for lack of a better word. He's huge. He's actually the 5th largest creature in the game, which is kind of crazy to think about because he's enormous and there are creatures that are actually bigger than him. I mean, obviously the Alpha King Titan is huge. So, what is this guy? So you can see me trotting around on him. He's probably the 2nd best in my opinion when it comes to the actual Titan tames. He's not very fast. You can see that his stamina, if you look in the upper right corner, running maybe 30 yards, dropped his stamina to 0, which is quite unfortunate. However, he does have some really unique abilities. One, he's got every tame in the game, I think every tame in the game, I'm not sure of one that doesn't actually, as a primary attack. So just like you see right there, he's got his swing, he can do a swing with the other arm. Sometimes he'll stomp. It kind of depends on what he's doing. So, those are his attacks that are primary. Not really all that special. What really makes him special is his secondary and tertiary attacks. He's also got a special raiding tactic. I'll show you that in a second here. I'm going to go ahead and drop down. Boom. On the ground. So, what you can do, his secondary attack. Now I'm going to zoom in. Doesn't really matter, you can't actually see anything anyways. But his secondary, which you'll notice, I can get a little trigger mark. And what I'm looking for is I'm trying to find a red insignia, because that means that he is locked on, just like this. And he'll shoot out his arm. Locked onto it, so don't worry about that. He'll grab it, and he'll throw it on the ground. Boom. Now that attack alone does about 15,000 damage, which is intense, obviously. It's something that, it's hard to outrun, it's hard to beat, because if he locks on, see ya. Now the benefit is he can't do that to large tames, which is quite useful. That's just something about him, I guess. It's unfortunate. A couple of things about the Forest Titan, though. He's a little bit glitchy. When he's moving around, he does one of his special attacks, either that secondary attack where you saw him throw something down. He'll get stuck. In order to get him unstuck, you do have to do a primary attack, which isn't a huge deal, but it can be a pain in the butt. So, just to show you, he can't... Come on. He's got to be really close in order to do this thing. So, it can be useful. He does pick up literally everything, though. Boom! It's like the Gronk spike. See ya. And now you can see if I don't do my primary, he's kind of stuck here. I'll do a primary. And we're good to go. So, maybe. Is he a little bit stuck right now? What a turd. Really? You're going to be stuck for me? Come on. Fine, I'll give you another primary. There. Alright, so that should have fixed him. Maybe I'm just on a weird edge right now. But anyways, as long as I'm stuck here, I'll go ahead and show you his tertiary attack. And what it is it's like a giant forest growth. You can see it right now. The longer you hold it, the more it spreads. And it basically is a giant vine field that you can kind of see growing right there. That spreads out and locks things in place. Now it's a real pain to play against. Just to mention that fact, because he literally just if he locks you down, you're in big trouble. We'll leave it that way. Come on now, big guy. You really going to be stuck here? Fine, we're going to go ahead and fly then. Nope, not going to work. Wow, you're a pain in my butt. There he goes. Alright. So, let's go ahead and show you the next thing. Now, we go in K mode so you can see this. He has a raiding technique in which if you hold for PC at spacebar, he kind of solidifies himself and turns into a shield. You can walk at somebody while using this, just like you see right here, but it does use stamina pretty quickly. if you're walking and using it at the same time. So basically what you do is you get to the distance where you're blocking, just like this, and you just stand there. Now he can soak a load of bullets. Get inside of a base because he's got a base health of 700,000 on solo player. He's got 400. But this guy's just a raid monster. Now the negative side of it, obviously, he's slow and immobile. So you gotta bring him in where you want him. Otherwise he's basically useless. And as you can see, it is a pain in the butt to move him more than like 10 feet. So, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get this Therizino with our... Okay, come on now. And you can see this is his continual wait for stamina regeneration. That's his negative. Because yes, he is an absolute freak of nature when it comes to raiding. He just can't do anything, which kind of sucks. So he's basically a pure soaker, and that's about it. Alright, we're going to see if we can grab this gotcha. Ooh, maybe even this beaver. Yes. So, it's pretty easy to lock on. He does a really good job of locking on to the actual target. And then launching it into oblivion. Boom. Oh, I got an otter too. Sad day. But anyways, this guy's a monster. Really good, not mobile at all. But when it comes down to the actual raiding process of something, he is a freak of nature, because he can just soak everything. As long as you, I guess the one negative is if you get somebody with a Velosaur nearby, you could be in trouble because they can just drop him off on top like this with plenty of area to stand on, and boom, just do their spin attack and he's tostado. That's how you counter this guy. Now, there are a couple other ways to counter him. Obviously, fire. He does not like fire, so some fire wyverns do a good job against him. What else? Gigas. If you have a bunch of Gigas with good saddles, it's kind of hard to beat any Giga, no matter what you are. But other than that, in my opinion, the Titans were kind of where the game started to screw itself over, because it's just like, what's the point? What is the genuine point? Alright, anyways, hopefully this helps you out, and if you've never seen this guy before, you should at least try and play with him on your solo player mode, because he's pretty fun. He's a speedy tame of justice, and he can do this, which is fun. Boom. Mine. And touchdown. Alright, anyways, other than that, Teacher's Game 2.